Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordam and we are back for some more Tyranny. Now, you might think we are starting off in a different position than where we ended the previous episode, and as I mentioned previously, the reason for that is that I wanted to rest before we got any other kind of bonuses, because the game, once we became an Archon and unleashed our first edict, it automatically rested, which means it made me lose all the buffs I had. So I came up here again just to get a rest, because look at that, it's worth getting the rest on the Spire before you go out adventuring. So now, anytime that I get a random event that gives me a semi-permanent buff, I want to keep it stacked with the rest bonus. So that's why I came here. We also have something happening here. I think our library finished doing something, so we're gonna check the library as well before we get moving. Got an iron axe, don't care about that. I think I was researching an edict, wasn't I? I think I was. And I think, am I wrong? I think Verse also leveled up? I think she did, so we're also gonna go to the training grounds and see if we can level it up. Okay, so what did we find? Edict of Malediction. The sages at your library combed through the ancient scrolls searching for hints of arcane knowledge. They found a ritual that may give insight into how Kairos commands powerful edicts. This information will unlock the precise wording of a previously unknown edict. Oh yeah, baby. I cannot see my... okay. Well. It's a little bit bureaucratic to to be able to see some things in this game. Like, just let me see my edict. I shouldn't have to come here and do this. Malediction. Will twist the strands of fate, causing misfortune and bad luck to plague your enemies. Oh, that is very good. What? This is insanely good. The balance of it shifts for all those within the region. The party gains a bonus to all skills. Foes have a penalty. Wow. This is stupid good. Because this one has upside and it also has downside, right? Because we also give the enemies magic skill. We have empowered Bane. And this part, I'm not sure what it means. If it's on me or if it's on them. Yeah, same thing here, I get a downside, but this is all upside. This is all upside. Holy crap. This is really good. So maybe if I go and face off against some Archon, I am gonna enable that. Okay, so let me go to the, my training grounds. We're gonna train up Verse. And then we're gonna continue on Lantry's quest, because we went to his hovel. And we are now set to go elsewhere. Yeah, so she has 5 points, but I want them in dual wield. Dual wield. Okay. It's not much, but it's honest work. Okay, so we were going there, to the Indigo Fields. And we had the random, maybe not random, we had an event, which I think was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, so lure the Bane away or request aid from your allies. We saw this one sucked, so I'll request aid from my allies and I'm gonna request aid from the Court of Fatebinders. And this will give us an additional 5% precision, which is quite good. Okay, so what to expect here? Once again, I would not expect a fight here, but I also didn't expect a fight on the previous area, and there was one, so... And I do suppose maybe some kind of fight would be better than just nothing. Yeah, there's gonna be a fight, right? There's gonna be a fight for sure. There's no way there won't be a fight after me clicking that. I don't think it's possible. Okay, so let's do our thing. There. And now you give this to Verse, and then you give this to yourself, and then you buff Verse with more power.
On it.
And that's it. You guys are gonna buff yourselves. You can start doing so now.
You go.
Okay, perfect.
No can do.
A berry bush. Examine the bush.
Kairos be praised, we found it!
Rubbing his hands together, grinning ear to ear, Lantry eyes the berry bush with anticipation. I thought we were looking for another Chronicle stash. I'm guessing this is it, but...
I don't recall specifying as such, but I see why you may have thought that. Only need a moment. This won't be like last time, where a moment means half a day. If my understanding is correct, these berries only need a little alcohol to make them absorb into the skin and cause you to...
Cause what? A blue-stained hand reaches out and touches you by the wrist, as searing burn upon the surface of your skin quickly turns into spreading, blissful warmth. Though his mouth moves to form words, nothing reaches your ears. The world begins to tremble as you breathe, as your breath expands to fill the whole of your body with vigor. What the hell just happened? Whoa, whoa. The voices of Nerat?
Oh, this takes me back.
Oh, we're seeing like visions from his memory. A calm of tranquil haze creeps in, unhinging your muscles from your mind. For 8 days, the Archon of Shadows would lurch from the dark, jabbing your posture back into right order at first sign of a slouch. As the berries dissolve your motor control, the muscle memories of those 8 miserable days rush in to fill the void. Moments of the past come briefly into view. At first, the figure of Tunon takes shape, followed by faces from your childhood, until memories of recent years flood your mind's eye. While the faces come and go, one figure emerges from the noise, unwilling to dissipate into the fog of the past. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Then we have a deal. You'll receive further instructions by way of missive. We will use a plethora of names when writing to you, but you will know us by our seal.
Yeah, so Lantry was his spy, right? I think we knew this already. Just drinking some water. The form of the voices of Nerat, Archon of Secrets, congeals from the visions, flipping his scepter as he paces triumphantly. I'll read this later. His attention seems directed at Lantry, who appears far younger than you ever remember seeing him, though his white features and wrinkles momentarily flash in and out of view. You hear the voices in your head. Of all the people in Tyranny, you dream of us. Oh, Archon, you flatter us so. It's almost a shame the Overlord insists we play this game of murder and dominance among us Archons, but such things were inevitable since long before this war.
5 parts water, 2 parts red grape juice, 1 part ash. I'm still not convinced I can play the part. Considering how insular the school is, I don't see how any will trust me.
Also, he isn't a sage, is that it? Remain calm.
Oh, they will suspect you. And when that time comes, we will make sure our other sage is discovered. You will point the finger at him. Your dedication to rooting out trouble will be hailed by all. We have a contingency for most everything. Relax.
Relax, guy. The voices of Nerat turns its head until one face is squarely looking at you, the other at Lantry. The Archon emits a hearty chuckle as it juggles its scepter.
Wait, you already have someone there. How do I meet up with this person?
What did we tell you? Your first objective is to blend into the school. Besides, if our other sage is discovered and you're close, we'd lose you both. You have so much to learn about this craft.
Okay, so what happens if I try to interject here? Address Lantry, when this happened?
This must have been 395. Oh, he was such an eager little scribe to be. Shame he never listened about the wisdom of traveling in pairs. I might have known what became of him.
He's not seeing what we're seeing. He's lost in some drivel about old peers, lost friends. Boring, really.
What the hell is happening? Is he talking to me in the present?
And to answer your question, yes, all will be forgiven.
I am not sure what's going on. The Archon passes his scepter from one hand to the next, humming it with each toss. All will be forgiven. Those were the words Kairos spoke to us oh so long ago, back when we were I. Resist or serve. They are two sides the same role. What will be forgiven? Laughing hysterically, the voices of Narat says nothing, and instead flips his scepter into the air in long, arcing tosses. Yes, just what did we forgive old Lantry? Whatever it was, weighed against decades of services rendered, we got the better end of the deal. I have to do this again. Whatever it was, weighed against the decades of services rendered, okay. So he served them for a long time.
Yes, my answer is yes.
Okay, so he did something bad, and this guy is forgiving him in trade of services, right? So he's gonna spy for him.
We're going to have a beautiful future. Serve well, and you just might be a part of it.
The Archon's head spins slowly. Each time its face passes you, the expression on the mask becomes more and more twisted and taut, until at last its features are no longer a face. Okay, so I'm guessing Lantry is gonna tell us... Maybe not. By now, I ought to have learned to grab a bucket before doing things like this. The vision of the knot faces into a swirl of flames. Your surroundings ripple, distorted by the heat of a blinding summer day that seems barely tepid to your touch. A new figure emerges from the fire. Chiasmus. From the Sages Guild. And it will be the third time I turn you down. Even the youngest scribe learns repeating a thing does not make it more true. Then what of my plan for a second archive? Pretend I'm wrong. Pretend Kairos isn't coming. A second vault would be rings well spent considering the schools of Tides and Wild. Who are you? Sage Chiasmus, Provost of the School of Ink and Quill. Did you have an audience scheduled, and how did you get in here? Our defenses rival that of even Sentinel Stand Keep, yet you would waste our efforts building for the day they fail. My dear Lantry, stick to your chronicles. Your job is to record our decisions, not to decide what the record will be. You know I hate when you talk like that. Even the most adult scribe learns that covering your ears and doubting a fact doesn't make it go away. If we surrender before war breaks out, we have a chance to... The enemy needn't muster a single battalion and you're ready to give up. The very dumbest thing we can do is let the Overlord's reputation undo us without a fight. So long as I am in charge, we will not cower. Your orders went from simple spying to swaying opinions? Not exactly. I think I started speaking well of Kairos here or there. Somehow the voices learned of it and encouraged me to keep it up. I was joyously studying history, and so, on the one hand, I'm becoming fond of certain peers, and on the other hand, I'm learning that Kairos is this inevitable, ever-consuming force. So no, I didn't need to be ordered to advocate for Kairos. It was merely the most expedient way to preserve the people I loved. So we've learned about this before by talking to him, but... Did others see your point of view? No. A handful, yes, but my convictions placed me in an unpopular minority. Before the war, many thought feeding Kairos akin to childish night terrors. Most took me for a fool. If Kairos invades, well, then we owe you one big "you were right," and won't that make you feel great? And if Kairos doesn't invade, well, then you and everyone in the tiers wins. The Chronicle will note your hubris. Not if an objective chronicler is doing the writing. Your passion and convictions are a troublesome sign for one trusted to observe all things as they are. Perhaps you are not fit for this role. In fairness, you were right all along. Is that any consolation? If one could purchase food and whores with smugness... Maybe. I love this. I apologize for even mentioning this matter. I will take my leave. Always a pleasure, Brother Lantry. Okay. So he wanted the second vault because what? Because he knew they were going to get killed? So that way he might preserve some of the knowledge? That's smart. Are you seeing my memories? Because because it sure felt like Fatebinder Kalia was grabbing my crotch, and I would have remembered that. Flames assault your senses, and the vision of the sage changes before your eyes. A second sage stands before you, this one a familiar face, Lexem. Though dressed in a tattered attire you saw her wearing, her features look decades younger, and her face alight with a joy and energy you did not see in the sleepless Lexem of your own memories. No. Splay your pointed and lazy finger like so, then do a 2/3 twist. Let's use lore to follow along. Try to follow along with Lexem's magical gestures. Your hands slowly trace the same patterns, your body still lagging from the berry's debilitating effects. Try as you might, you can't seem to work any magic from the gesture, though you conclude that, in theory at least, she would be casting a simple illumination spell. The last step of her hand gesture is unknown to you, and you are unable to mimic it with certainty. I know you're immune to flattery, but I assure you, you have some sort of natural accent and I can replicate it for the life of me. Yes, I'm sure you say that to all the lasses your quill wants to dip. Jesus. And I'm not some phenom, hush! Aren't you the one who says Kairos has some shadowy hunter that kills would-be Archons? If I'm as special as you insist, you best keep your lecture spout shut. Was Lexem always good at spellcasting? An absolute natural, it's what I loved about her most. I know, sounds a little shallow, like I should have loved her for her personality or her breasts. Good reasons. But magic just always made sense to her, and I found that skill and mastery to be arousing, for lack of a better word. I'm trying to be serious here. When the war starts, field study will get curtailed, and we'll have a fight on our hands we can't survive. I have a few cottages throughout the tiers where we could hide. We could make our way into the mountains, use our magic to hide. Did you know when the war would actually start? No, but in 426 I received enough hints to figure out just how little time we had left. I think the voices of Narat never trusted me with knowing when we'd strike, for fear I'd speak out of turn. But Kairos is inevitable. War is going to happen. Do you want to let it roll down the hill and crush us all, or do you want to do something about it? I want to be here when it happens to chronicle it. I would assume, that is what you want as well. Is this the last time you saw her before the Edict of Fire? She didn't believe you in this memory, but she did flee with her life. You probably sway her. I don't know if her fate in Bastard's Wound was much better than dying in the flames, but yes, I see your point. My warning did have some effect on her. What I want is irrelevant. We'll burn that bridge when you come to it. May it be a long way away. Now, I have some spare sepia and we have several hours until dinner is served. Shall we? Okay. So we learned about Lantry's past.
For all that, I think I need a stiff drink to calm the noises. How are you feeling?
Was it what you were hoping to experience?
Well, I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. I think I just wanted to talk to the Lexim I remember.
Lexim.
The Lexim she has become is not the person I thought I loved. But what we want isn't always what actually happens. She'd have known that if she lived by the truth of the Chronicle.
Has correcting the record afforded you some peace?
Considering these Chronicle fragments would have remained corrupted without me, yes. I feel I've done history a service.
The Chronicle certainly seems safer in your hands.
You honor me, Archon, but I'm merely doing my duty as a scholar. I never thought I'd be undoing the deceit of another chronicler, but I suppose if you live long enough, you see it all.
And you're certain your understanding is more accurate?
Is this an argument for epistemological skepticism? Well, I can say with certainty that I have never willingly obfuscated the record.
Okay, I don't see a point in going for any of these, so ready to keep moving?
Thank you. I think I needed this last interaction with Lexim before I replace her pages in the Chronicle. Well then, enough chatter for now. Let's be on our way.
I wonder if this was like a last attempt for us to tell them to not correct it. I don't know. That was it? It's time for round 2. I'm gonna quick save before this. Blue and purple juices stain your hands as you grab another handful of berries.
Oh, seems like fun. I swear to Kairos, if this is just some differently colored budding rose.
1 second. Let me just add the secret ingredient.
Lantry pulls forth a flask of alcohol with an impish smile. What? Is this That's the voices dancing. Bled and Mark. Tune on drinking a beer.
Much.
Barek, poor guy. A cold chill up your spine shocks you back to your senses in a sobering instant. Your companions turn around you, splattered in blue and purple berry juice, among other things. I hope that's... Hastily discarded clothing lays thrown about the scene. As the sobriety grips you all, clothing and gear is slowly... Clothing and gear is slowly, sheepingly gathered up.
Perhaps it's best that we never speak of this again.
Okay, so let me tell you why I'm going to quick load, because I don't have the patience to gear up again. That's basically it. I absolutely hate it when games do this. What would have been the issue with having that exact same scene, but at the end it would re-equip everything?
Affirmative.
It's annoying. It's very annoying. Okay, that was a very weird quest, but okay. Next up, Third Degree. This is River's Break with Verse.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Oh, they trashed the farm, whoever they are. Windborn ash assaulted your senses even before you reached River's Break. By the time the farmstead came into view, the burning smell was joined by those of charred, rotting flesh and blasted vegetation. I just remembered I forgot to start investigating another edict. God damn it. Random thoughts. And the house stands in ruins, the plaster cracked and blackened. Verse steps forward, arms slack at her sides, mouth slightly agape. What the Kairos loving shit? Careful, Verse, could be a trap. One with all the subtlety of a beast in heat, maybe. Her hands slip closer to her weapons. Let's poke around. Maybe there's something here that will give us a better sense of who did this and why. The charred and smoldering corpse of an older woman has been dumped unceremoniously on the ground.
I cannot...
Did they kill her? Essa. Fuck. Verse sinks to her knees in the ashes and touches a charred and peeling face. After a moment of silence, she looks up at you and shakes her head. I could have given her a clean death, and instead she ends up here, burned alive. That's mercy for you. She glances down at her blackened palms. This isn't your fault. No shit, this isn't my fault. And when we find the fuckers whose fault it is, I'm going to make damn sure they understand the pain of being roasted like a pig on a spit. Let's figure out what happened here, Fatebinder, then we'll go mate out some justice.
not.
Mate out? Meet out? Shattered crate lie scattered
These were here
across
before, weren't they?
the ground.
Can't say they seem very useful now.
Deep gouges mar this door frame. I couldn't even read it. Somebody pried this door open, someone with iron. She runs a finger along the door frame. The disfavored may have the collective brain capacity of a crate filled with stone, but they treat their weapons like each one is the daughter of Kairos. Disgraceful. The Overlord and the Great General gifted us iron that we might spill the blood of our enemies, not to lever open a stubborn door. Barek closes the door, his head bowed.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Crates and plants that are ground in disarray. Again, I couldn't read. What a mess. Whoever came here decided to throw down among themselves. If that doesn't scream Scarlet Chorus, I'm the last queen of Apex. So what, the Scarlet Chorus and disfavored fought here? The corner of the ruined home seems... I won't bother reading those anymore. Look at this, Fatebinder. Verse points to the blasted remnants of the wall. I've set a lot of fires in my time, and this is that very special pattern of burning that only happens with magic. She kneels, fingers running over the ashes. See these marks? Sigil work. And too clean for blood chanters. Probably a sage, right to guess. Sages did this? If you know of another organized society of magic users who like to control information, I'll happily look their way. Good eye indeed. I believe this was done with a sigil of fire by way of the Sun Queen, as opposed to that of Thousand Embers' erratic brand of fire. You can tell by the tinned patterns at the burned edges. The overall blast pattern suggests a thorough understanding of modern expressive techniques, while the He blinks, dropping in silence. And now I'm boring us all. Apologies. Thank you, Lantry.
Won't happen.
Is there anything better than the old, familiar scent of a burned-out farmhouse?
Okay. Faint tracks of the soil. Nice find, Binder. Verse sinks to a knee. These tracks are faint, even with the earth as dry as it is. Whoever left them was traveling light. They couldn't have carried much gear. Her attention turns to the eastern horizon.
We've got a burned farmstead and multiple fire wards set around it. That reeks of our missing fire mage Catorius.
Oh,
There's
nice.
chorus and disfavored shit all over the place. Given how shoddily maintained the iron is, I'm guessing it's all chorus shit.
Could Catorius have been conscripted?
We can always ask him when we find him, assuming I let him live long enough to form an answer. The nearest stronghold is a sad little pile of palisades on the edge of the contested lands called Fort Squander. The disfavored used to hold those walls, so that could go a ways towards explaining their arms being scattered around here. Come on, we've got a sage to track.
You okay? You seem a little intense.
Yeah, I'm... The fire. It reminds me of Red Geyser.
She bites her lower lip. I'm gonna skip through this. Tell me about
She
her.
loved fire. Once, that's where she got her name.
I wish I'd seen
Look
it.
at
Yeah. Okay. Travel to Fort Squander. Okay. Wait. Okay. I am near a spire. So let me just start researching one more edict. Because I forgot to do that. Something else I wanted to mention, which is bothering me slightly, let's say. Just give me a second. Oh, I don't have any more edict research? Okay. I was gonna say, something that is somewhat bothering me is I feel like all of these quests should have come before the proclamation of the edict, or at least before I was told that we have to fight the other Archons or beat them into submission, because I kind of want to see what that's about, right? I want to go for the Archons, I want to learn more of that part of the story, and this is just taking me out of it, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The timing, I mean. You wake from a dream of clean clothes and a courtier's meal with a rough hand clasped lightly over your mouth. Verse kneels beside your bedroll, a single finger to her lips, urging silence. She makes a hand gesture to interpret as a person walking, then points away from camp. I'll follow her. You stand silently and follow after her away from the camp. She leads you down the steep decline, forcing you to pick your way carefully along the rocks by gravelight. Frogs belch out mating tunes, competing against the murmur of a nearby river. The sunset spire rises in the distance, its base lit by Lethian's crossing, the twin falls cascading from the old walls, two shimmering threads in the night. Is this romance? I wanted to put some distance between us and the camp. With the silence you had me worried. Sorry about that, boss, but who's going to screw with the two of us? Oh, right, everyone. Verse examines you, a couple of fingers drumming lightly on her lips. Yes? Screw it. Let's say you and I make some time in the shadows tonight, if you think you're up for it. Her heterochromatic eyes lock upon your expression. I'm up for it. She sidles closer, the sharp angles of her knees and elbows vanishing into a sinewy serpentine grace. Her fingers slide among yours, her palms as dry and rough as a stone sea boulder. Fragrant undercurrents of cinnamon and camphor grace her breath, doing nothing to mask the strong scents of stale wine and charred goat meat. Her low voice and warm lips mingle against your ear. Let's see what we can make of this privacy I scrounged up. Raptor swift, her fingers wrap around your wrist as she wrestles you roughly to the ground. You tear at the threads of one another's armor, losing yourselves to darkness and heat. If I wake up naked again, I'm gonna be upset. to smoke and fire. Her uneven nails score long lines down your back, and her hungry maw brands bite marks at the junctures of your shoulders, neck, and chest. Beneath your hands, her scarred skin feels rough as rawhide. Nothing intrudes save the sound of sweat slick skin slapping skin, oh my god, and for a few hours at least you leave your war behind. Afterwards, as you arrange your garb, you find her staring at you. She smirks. Huh. That good, was I? Just not what I expected somehow. She blinks rapidly. Not that I'm complaining, just, you know, huh. Her mouth cracks into a wide grin. Catch me again in a good mood sometime and maybe we'll give it another round. I'd like that. She stretches with feline solemnity, brushes her fingertips across her toes, and then smoothly straightens. Well then, let's say we go settle this shit out. The pair of you pick your back towards the... what? The pair of you pick your way back towards camp as the sky lightens. Okay, I did not really expect... Let's call that romance, even though that really wasn't romance. Okay, I'm okay with it. I am okay with that. Let me quick save. I do expect a battle here. Let's see if we can find somebody, because I don't want to pre-buff blindly.
Won't happen.
This is a big area, actually. Okay, it's a literal fort. This place is manned by a skeleton crew. Could be that half the choirmen are out raiding, but I don't like it. Her nostrils flare. Either way, this is our best opportunity to get in and out without having to cut our way through 100 chorus scrubs. Unless it's a trap. Never far from my mind, Fatebinder, but it pays to keep on one's toes, Verse smirks. Let's say you and I go bind ourselves some fates. Because I'm a Fatebinder. Ha! Okay, some impaled people here. Why is there battle music already? Blood stains the wall thick as layered paint and dead flies stick to its tacky surface. There seems to be too much gore to be the result of battle, but if it's supposed to be decor, its meaning is lost in its mad excess. Okay. I don't know why we have battle music. I'm trying to see if there's something hidden about here or if there's another way of entry. Because just going through the front gate that's left open for us... I'm not afraid, but... it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I cannot.
I cannot. There's nothing hiding here. Okay, I guess the game really wants me to just go through the gate. I'm guessing we're gonna get ambushed, but sure. The game auto-stopped. There's an enemy there apparently. Ah, there. Okay, in this case I'm gonna buff up right here. And we shall do battle. I'll just give everybody mirror image.
Right.
I will aid.
Quick save and let's go.
It's a battle.
Sup? Okay, so all this is trash. I would like to get some more people in here, if possible. Another guy over there. Go for the Blood Chanter. Let's go for an Iron Tolling here, just to keep people where I want them to be. That's an ultimate ability, isn't it? That Verse also has.
Count on it.
Just turning off slow mode. Iron Tolling went out. This guy is almost dead already. Okay. Bash the bitch. Kinda perfect. Go kill. Ah, you poor people. You did not see that coming, did you? Okay, let's go for fire. Then Rhyme Spike. You are gonna start debuffing people. And then doing this. And then you can start doing that. And then we'll see. I'll turn on fast mode. I don't think there's a need for anything in here, really. Let's do this, followed by that. Verse, go and kill over there. And you can toss this out. Barik, go kill. Alright. Some resources. Ooh. What does Goring do again? Ah, I like that. Okay. A big healing potion, that's nice. Cheese, always nice. Why can't I? Oh. It seemed like I couldn't click it, but I could. Okay, there's clearly something over here. A half dozen corpses, most bearing disfavored brands on their skin, hang in various states of bloody abuse in this converted animal pen. It's unclear whether this torture serves as interrogation or entertainment. Rust-marred iron weapons have been thrown haphazardly in this corner of the fort. Some seem to be vicious knives broken down from larger swords, while other blades boast new barbs or serrated edges. Alright. Catorius. Yeah, you're not gonna be alone here. For sure. Done. A man spins to meet you as you enter the core of the stronghold, his carbon black skin gleaming with the sheen of sooty sweat. Sweeps of grey ash smear his red robes, and he grasps in his hands the staff of a blood chanter, orange flames licking it clinked. Verse. Archon. His eyes flicker to you and he bows his head slightly. Then you know who I am and why I'm here. That should make things quick and easy. Her eyes shimmer with the reflected light of Catorius' flame. Honestly, I should have kept Barik over here, because if we're gonna get ambushed, it's because we're gonna get surrounded from the back. Catorius, what a pleasure. Lantry scratches at his arm with the point of his quill. Lantry, I see your tumescent support of the Overlord hasn't withered you with age. I am but a simple servant to a Fatebinder. He offers his open palms, empty of all save smeared ink, and the quill dangling from between two fingers. And I'm the Archon of Youth Everlasting. He chuckles, a sound not unlike gravel shaken in a bag. To Lantry. Introductions are in order. Archon, allow me to introduce Catorius the Younger, sage of the School of Ink and Quill, master of the Pyrrhic arts. He bows slightly, flourishing in his hand toward the Fire Mage. Catorius is Cordum, the Archon of, well, of the Mountain Spire, I suppose. A pleasure, Archon. He bows slightly, but doesn't take his eyes off you or Verse. You seem pretty damn matter-of-fact about it for someone whose remaining life is measured in hours. So long? That was my question. You think I'm gonna make it quick, kindling cock? No, I'm going to savor this nice and slow. She barks out a laugh. Katorius rings his staff with both hands and regards you with narrowed eyes. How did I come to earn your unbridled enmity? You let Crocus live and he was easily the worst of us. That wasn't my fucking call. Versus weapon appears in her hands. Old Fury, aren't you the slightest bit curious about why the man who killed your Fury friends holds a tent in the middle of a Kairos forsaken Scarlet Chorus encampment? He holds out a flat, filthy palm. That stops Worth short. Her eyes, when she looks at you, have widened with doubt. Okay, so... god damn it, again with the subterfuge, man. I could have gotten that. Does it matter first? You have him here, do what you came for. Have you learned nothing from the sages from Lantry? Their speech serves to stall and confuse. Got something to say, Sage? Spill it before we spill you. Couldn't have said it better myself. Verse turns, buoyed by the wrath in your words like a feather on a warm updraft. Simply put, I am a creature of the voices of Narat. Have you no honor, Sage? Barik steps to Verse's side. The voices? What? What are you trying to say? The chorus took me and everyone in my village about 4 years ago, my wife included. I think you'd like Marion, were she not wrapped up in all of this. She's broad of shoulders, muscled like a beast woman, her spirit full of oil and fire. He taps his staff thoughtfully. Marion sounds like the name of no choirman I ever met. That's her true name, not her conscript name. I won't call her by that. Subterfuge. Let me guess, the voices used to control you. Muscle matters in the chorus, but a vicious killer is just a pawn to the Archon of Secrets. Only knowledge truly matters. That made me valuable to them. Marion, less so. He stares into the magical flame coiling at the head of his staff. So you cut the deal. Her upper lip curls back, revealing a sharp yellowed canine. I told them I'd do whatever they wanted so long as they kept it out of their more sacrificial operations. He lets loose another long sigh, shoulders sinking slightly as if under a growing burden. As a tearsman and a sage, I could go places the voices people couldn't, join causes that they couldn't. Long before the Tarkis clan reached an agreement with the sages to slaughter the garrison of Vendrian's Well Citadel, I helped Tarkis Demos plan his resistance. The voices allowed the Oathbreakers to slaughter the chorus as expendable gangs as attractions for their true objectives. So the voices thought Verse and her sisters expendable. Bullshit. Each Fury is worth 24 conscripts. A sisterhood that dances together like ours, there's no more vicious force on the whole fucking field of war. I think you're right. Or something like right. We weren't supposed to kill you, and we weren't supposed to take you alive. The voices wanted you to witness your squad's deaths. The sage nods vigorously. But you didn't kill us all, you took Geyser. Verse's words carried a chill of winter. We captured one of you, yes. Iresa wanted to finish her off as a warning. Crocus thought we could sell her. I sided with him and suggested the ransom to the Archon of Secrets. That's what we did. I got your friend home to the voices. His gaze rises to Verse's. You expect us to believe Narat cared enough about one of his own to purchase her back? Whoop. I'm not sure if it matters what you believe. You lie. Red Geyser, my sister, is dead. Mismatched eyes glare from beneath the lowered brow. If so, she was killed after we left her with the Archon. Which I suppose brings us to the present. The voices left me with standing orders. If you ever figured out the truth of it, I was to bring you to them. So that's what happens next. He rubs the bridge of his nose. Which is why I've kept you talking until reinforcements return from patrol, of course. In the brief silence that follows, you discern quiet chatter and the sound of boots on dry earth from elsewhere in the fort. Help us and we'll help you. It's kinda messed up, because the game wants us to go for this whole thing, oh, he was forced to do it and blah blah blah, which kinda locks you in place, right? It's... You can't really blame him, but at the same time, I don't wanna have to deal with this, if you know what I mean. But okay, I'll try this one out. Help us and we'll help you. If I don't bring you back, it doesn't matter whether or not I died in the trying. The voices of Narat will murder Marion. He lifts his staff and the flames along its length brighten, illuminating runes burning to the wood. The only other way to save her would be to kill the Archon of Secrets. That's kind of what I'm planning to do. Then we kill the Archon of Secrets. There are more soldiers coming to the fortress now than you felt on your way to me. Yet, if anyone can kill the Archon of Secrets, it would be you. His shaped lips purse. Oh, we're gonna kill the voices, but we don't need your help getting out. Not me, us. But first we have to get out of here. Sorry, get free of here. This conversation is over, right? Murderous anger flickers with reflected flame in her eyes and she glares hungrily at Catorius. Okay, so we can attack him. You and me, Verse, I've got your back if you've got mine. Catorius, help us get out and we'll revisit the question of what to do with you. The simpering ends now. Verse, this bastard died in the moment we met. Or what do you want, Verse? I trust you to make the right call. Yeah, I don't want to decide for her. So I'm going to delegate the choice to her. Easiest choice I've ever made. I'm going to enjoy this dance, Catorius, for Red Geyser. Verse grins at Catorius. That's a damn shame, Archon. Looks like your friendship with this chorus rat will be your demise. He reads his staff as the sounds of the peering chorus gang grow louder. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm gonna have Verse work on him. I'm gonna have my casters move in. And I'm gonna have Barik hold the line here.
Sorry, can't do that.
Yeah, because of course they're all coming in through here. I could also put an Arctic round here and one over there. Which I might do, yeah. But for right now, let's just... I think he's casting something at me. Maybe? It seems that way. Okay. I'm okay with that. Oh, that's a chaotic descent type of spell. Alright. Let's put this there. I'll actually wait a little bit more. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to deal with Verse, I don't think. They're all taunted. He's taking a bunch of damage. Is this it? That's what I was supposed to fear? Really? Okay. Let's silence this guy and kill him quickly. You just bash some people in the face. You are gonna put out an Arctic round here. It's a lot of damage he's taking already, which is very good. He's silenced, so he's dead. I don't have to worry about him. Let's just kill these people. And you toss all the AoE you have. By the way, can I update this in combat? No. Let's debuff, then do... move closer actually. Debuff, then do this. Then do that. Then do this. And then do that. Turn on fast mode. They are not yet dead. Amazingly. Okay, they're pretty dead now, right? There's only 1 or 2 remaining. Just toss a heal for leveling purposes. Dead. Kill this one. And there's one over there. Dead. Everybody's super dead. And dead.
Of course.
Okay. Grateful. Don't care. Don't care. Oh, come on. You're gonna make me fight through all this? Ugh. That's annoying.
I am a shield.
That is annoying. Okay, I want to try and at least clear... Oh, give me a second, please. Sorry, I am back. I had an unexpected visitor. Okay, so I think I had my spells queued up. No, I didn't. Okay, but the taunt went out. This is on cooldown. We're gonna get this from myself. And let's do a tiny buff and then just start blasting. And then we just start blasting. Okay, so get this. This should finish the fight by itself. Smash, smash.
Raven Ash.
Turn on fast mode. Verse, I don't know what you're doing, but get over here and skewer that guy. And I did not queue up your spells, did I? No. Okay, so let's just... Yo, already dead people over there. Mark. Blast. 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 Verse. Kill that. Yeah. Actually, go for him.
I'm on it.
You are doing nothing. Just toss this out. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. You all must die, you bitches. Kill them all! We have more people to kill still. Gosh darns it. Just to make this go a little bit smoother, I'll do some pre-buffing here.
Right.
I will aid you.
Hey, go. That's a bunch of them, aren't they? That's cool. Go there, stay there, go there, stay here. What the what the fuck was that? It just blew him up. Okay. He didn't even attack. This was his thingy. What is it? Engagement attack. He got engaged and he blew the other guy up. Oh man, that's amazing. Okay, let's let's drop people. Let's have you go for him. Go for the iron tolling here. Yeah, they're all. As Verse would say it, they're all fucked. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. And you. Fireball. Not that one. He's gonna die very soon. Do that. Do this. Do that. And then... That's it. And you... attack this guy. And Verse, go and... kill him.
Not a problem, boss.
Fast mode. Okay, they're all exceedingly weak. Like, super weak. They die to... at least a couple of them die to nothing. They're like Skaven slaves. Jesus. He's dead. Just toss out some stuff and then attack. Jesus, man, it's so explosive, it's amazing. Rhyme spike that guy.
This weapon is
I mean, the passive heal on kill does help us keep does help keeping people topped up, which is cool. It's not really that useful, but it's something.
I'd have it no other way.
Right. Okay, so it should be clear. At least from what the map is showing me. So when is my quest done? Maybe here. Shove that in your ballast holes, you bird bone scrotum shit. Verse makes a series of creative hand gestures. Her voice shatters the thick silence that had fallen over the palisades. Screw Catorius, screw his stupid wife, and screw the Archon of Secrets. She laughs as a cool breeze rolling off of the mountains to the west and settles her feathers. Now, what I'm thinking is, did I do wrong? Should I have kept it a little bit more stable by not allowing her to do that? I don't know. You still with me, Verse? Yeah. Wait to yank me out of the moment, Binder. I was close to enjoying myself. Lapsing into silence, Verse stares up into a sky still smeared with the smoke of the burning library, puts both hands on her back, just above her hips, and stretches, jutting her pelvis forward until her spine releases a series of satisfying snaps. Nothing simple in your wake, is it? With the voices I listened when I was supposed to listen, reported everything I heard, killed what he told me to kill. Black and white, black and red anyway. She smirks. I guess it was always complicated. I just ignored the complexities. I can't operate solely on gut instinct anymore. My gut would see this whole damn peninsula burned to cinders. And then what? She massages the right eyebrow. Taratus rewards strength. I didn't think I was strong enough to move in, well, influential circles. And that, I don't know, makes me nervous. Ah, listen to me. Next thing I'll be wearing robes and making you call me Archon. Let's finish this later. I want to get out of this hole, Binder. She brushes dust from her palms. I'm guessing that's the end of our quest. No, talk to us at the mountain spire again. They really want us to go to the mountain spire. We have a couple of minutes. I'm hoping I can clear them out before the end of this episode. Kenrick. Verse. Quick save. As still as an owl on its perch, Verse stares in the direction of the cacophony, a warm breeze from the east playing at the feathers festooning her head.
Fake Binder.
Almost no movement accompanies her subdued greeting. Verse.
I feel my sisters twisting around inside me, Binder. I can't tell whether they're dancing or trying to cut their way out. Or both.
It sounds like you're trying to justify your own tumultuous feelings.
Maybe, like, all this passion, this wild, frenzied lust, it's actually coming from me. I'm just giving it my sister's voices. Or something.
Yes, Camellia. She's placed her fingers before her, apparently taking a vested interest in the grime beneath her nails.
It feels like all that's in front of me is a gorge so wide and so deep that there's nothing to see but wide open air.
She looks at you.
Say we come out of this with minds and bodies intact. You've got the tears and the Overlord has everything else. Then what?
Then I take the fight to Kairos.
Shit. I thought you might say something like that. Seems a damned foolish route to take, but it's yours to fork.
Yeah, I'm not going to let somebody that wants to kill me just live. She renews her interest in her fingers.
The voices... I can't imagine him bending the knee to you. Whatever you've got planned, if you're walking into the heart of his power, you'd better be kitted for war.
I'll find a way to deal with him.
Are you just now looking for one? The Voices probably has 16 or 17 plots and counterplots already in motion. The Voices has more years behind him than a person can rightly imagine. If anyone's ever dug up a way to cheat the Void, it would be him.
Honestly, I think at this point, from what we have seen from all combat encounters thus far, I'm pretty sure I could take on anybody in the game, unless they made the Archons like a stupid, a stupid difficulty spike. But I don't really expect that to happen.
What if that way is me? We know he was preparing me for something. What if he made some trap door into me? What if he's hiding inside me right now?
If the voices tries to use you as a door, I'll shut and bar it permanently. I don't know what this means. If it means I will kill her or if I'm gonna keep him out. I have a quick save.
I don't know if you meant that to be reassuring, but it was. That asshole tries to come out of me. Don't bother trying to set things right. Just slice me up and be done with it.
That was not my objective.
But make sure he's actually through first. Don't gut me just because he starts knocking.
She conjures a grim smile.
Speaking of, any suggestions on what to do if I feel him creeping around in here?
She taps the side of her head. Be harder than him. More rat than rat. Oh. Embrace your humanity. Try and not keep her going nuts.
Think that's what it'll take? Humanity is a big, complicated, many-faced thing. Kind of like the voices, come to think of it. But I think I know what you're getting at. We've got shit to do, right? Don't let me hold you up. And thanks, Fatebinder. Archon. Arcbinder.
Arcbinder, I like it. Okay, so her quest... Okay, it's not done. We have to confront the voices of the rat alongside Verse.
Graven Ash
Alright, I like
protects.
that. Verse has gained the Burning Hatred ability. She has a lot of unique stuff that the other people don't have. Huh? Huh? Wait, what? No, these are the improved versions of the thingy. What did she gain? I don't get it. What? I keep forgetting to use this. No, this is from artifacts. The quick and the dead. This is from my gloves, I think. Yes, it is. So what did she get? She got nothing. Okay, well, I have no idea. Okay, well, in any case,
Let's be off.
we are going to end our episode here. Yep. In the next one, we're gonna go for our last remaining side quest, which is gonna be Never Free, I believe. So we can speak with Graven Ash about Bardic's condition, and I'm thinking since they're giving me this quest that we don't have to confront Graven Ash right away. We also have to go for the final judgment, stand trial for my actions, and speak with Graven Ash. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how this plays out. With that, my friends, I want to thank you all for being here with me on the channel, watching some Tyranny. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.